Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Bringing you the news from Sri Lanka and across your world, it's a national news broadcast here at Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation. I'm Siobhan Pereira.
And I'm Cousin Balachandra Adhikari. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for tonight.
Official postal poll cards were handed over to the Postal Department. The President stresses that the best team that is capable of steering the economy forward is with him. Sajith pledges many concessions to farming community. The policy manifesto of the National People's Power titled Pohosat Rata Lassana Jeevitayak was launched. Shehan Semasinghe accuses that NPP has copied Ranil's policies. Dates have been fixed to accept nominations for the Alpitiya Pradesh Sabha local government election. The number of killed in the vehicle attacks in Pakistan increases to 51. Swedish athlete Armando Plantis rewrite the world record for pole vault for the 10th occasion.
We move on to those and other stories in detail, and in your top local story tonight, the Postal Department says that sealed packets of official postal poll cards will be accepted from today.
Postal voting of the presidential election is to be held on the 4th, 5th and 6th of next month. (712,319) persons have qualified for postal voting at the 2024 presidential election. The relevant packets of postal poll cards will be handed over to the Postal Department by the relevant returning officers. About 1,150 centres and 8,000 members of staff have been deployed. Deputy Postmaster General Rajatha Vimukthi said that the highest number of postal voters are from Kurunegala district. He said that Kandy, Gampaha and Anuradhapura districts also have over 50,000 voters each. He said that delivering postal poll cards is to be completed very soon. Chairman of the Election Commission RMAL Ratnayaka said that the poll cards will be delivered to the relevant post offices on the 2nd of September. He said that from the day to the 14th of September, the poll cards will be delivered to households. He said that Sunday, the 8th of September, will be used as a special date for delivering poll cards.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe asserted his ability to stabilize Sri Lanka's economy over the past 2 years by assembling a team of the most talented individuals from across various political parties. As the person who brought the people who urged voters to cast their ballots in favor of moving beyond the days of struggling to find basic necessities like gas cylinders, signalling a need to focus on long-term economic recovery. Speaking at a meeting with legal professionals at the Taj Samudra Hotel in Colombo yesterday, the President emphasized that no other political group can surpass the economic team he has built, which transcends party lines. During the event organized under the theme Lawyers for Economic Stability, President Wickremesinghe highlighted that the current political contest is not merely about leadership, but about ensuring the survival and the well-being of people. Senior President's Councils, President's Councils and a group of other legal professionals attended the event. President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that he was able to stabilize Sri Lanka's economy over the past 2 years by assembling a team of the most talented individuals from various political parties. He said that the world also has agreed to it and that this team is good. He added that they asked him who did this, who helped us, from where we got help, and if we could come and give advices. The President also responded to criticism regarding the handling of corruption cases. He recalled how, under the Good Governance government in 2015, the Janatha Vimukthi Peramuna took charge of pursuing corrupt individuals but appointed Ananda Vijaypala, who was neither a police officer nor a lawyer, to lead the effort. He mentioned that the initiative relied on 400 files and that his role as Prime Minister at the time was limited to providing financial resources. Using a metaphor, President Wickremesinghe compared tackling corruption to catching mice, stating that a toothless cat cannot catch mice and criticizing him for inadequacies beyond his control is useless. The President said that when he became the President, he talked with the IMF and told them him to make the law and give us. He also said that when we put this to work, we can be the best country in South Asia with the anti-corruption law.
ප්‍රධානීය පොලිසියේ ඉන්නෝනේ නැත්තම් නීතිඥයෙක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. ආනන්ද විජේපාල මහත්මයා නීතිඥයෙකුත් නෙමෙයි. එතුමා ආගෙන ෆයිල් 400ක් අරගෙන ඒ ෆයිල් 400 එතුමා නම් කරා සමහර අය ඒක එව්වා එතෙන්ට එතනින් ගිහින් පොලිසියට ගියා. පොලිසියෙන් නීතිපති දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේ සුසිත් මුදලිගේ මහත්මයාට ගිහින් උසාවියට ගියා. සමහර ඒවා සාර්ථක අනික අසාර්ථකුත්. ඉතින් මට බැලලා වැඩක් නැහැ. මට තිබුණේ මුදල් ටික දෙන්න එච්චරයි. මං කියන්නේ මීයෝ අල්ලන්න ඕන නම් දත් තියෙන බලලෙක් දාන්න ඕනේ. බලලාට දත් නැත්තම් මට බැලලා වැඩක් නැහැ. ඕකයි ඇත්ත. මේ සැරේ ජනාධිපති වුණාම IMF එක කතා කරලා මං කියන ඔයගොල්ලෝ නීති ටික අපිට හදලා දෙන්න. අපි මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරාම දකුණු ආසියාවේ හොඳම දූෂණ විරෝධී නීතිය තියෙන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ කියලා කියන්න කැමතියි.
ගෝඨාභය රාජපක්ෂ මැතිතුමා මට කිව්වා. ගිහිල්ලා කතා
Minister Ali Sabri said that President Gotabaya told him to talk to Sajith Premadasa to accept the country. Then he said there are problems with the economy. At that time, Harshad De Silva asked me to send all relevant economic details to the Treasury Secretary and Governor of the Central Bank. He sent all relevant details. There were Harshad De Silva, Kabir Hashim, Iran Vikramaratne and opposition leader. After 3 hours of discussion without talking to me, Harshad De Silva tweeted that they are not ready to accept the collapsing economy. At that time, Ranil Wickremesinghe, as a single parliamentarian in the House, accepted it and changed the situation of the country.
මොකද කිව්වේ මේ මහා කඩා වැටෙන දේ අපිට අත ගහන්න බෑ කවුරු හරි අත ගහනවා නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ට දෙයියන්ගෙම පීඩා මේක තමයි ඇත්ත දැන් ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න තාම තියෙන ට්වීට් එක කාටවත් අත ගහන්න බැරි කියපු දේ තමයි ගරු රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මැතිතුමා තන්නේ മന്ത്രിවරයෙක් වශයෙන් අතට අරගෙන මේ සම්පූර්ණ දේම අද වෙනස් කරලා තියෙනවා
ජනාධිපතිතුමා එතුමාගේ නම්
Minister Sajith Premadasa said that the president with over 40 years of political experience has led us with maturity. As a result, we now have an environment conducive to holding a peaceful, free and independent presidential election. This has allowed professionals like us to come together. Regardless of political views, everyone has the freedom to express their opinions. Over the past period, we have had the opportunity to hold meetings, conferences and discussions openly.
The President's policy manifesto of the National People's Power under the title of Pohosat Ratak Lassana Jeevithak was launched today under the patronage of leader of the National People's Power, presidential candidate Anura Kumara Dissanayaka. The launching ceremony was held in Sri Jayawardenepura Kotte. Parliamentarian Harini Amarasuri received the guests and made the welcome speech introducing the policy manifesto. Then the presidential candidate of the National People's Power, Anura Kumara Dissanayaka, presented the copies to the Mahasangha, religious dignitaries and others. Parliamentarian Harini Amarasuri said that usually when political parties come to power, they just forget about them, just as a paper. She said that, however, the National People's Power has introduced this policy with the aim of implementing the policies in reality. She said that the party's aim is to change the existing corrupted political system and this so-called political culture. She further said that therefore this policy manifesto is very much important. She added that this has been prepared with the discussion of all segments of the society and citizens. She said that the party's social contract with the general public will be realized through this manifesto.
මේ රටේ ජනතාව මේ රටේ පුරවැසියත් එක්ක අපි එළඹෙන ඒ සමාජ ගිවිසුම ඒ social contract එක මේ ප්‍රතිපත්ති ප්‍රකාශනය තුල අපි එළි දක්වනවා.
Presidential candidate of the National People's Power, Anura Kumara Dissanayaka, said that they have been having talks with the general public of the country for a long time. He said that all their views and ideas have been concised into this manifesto. He said that a proper program based on this manifesto will be implemented throughout the country. He said that the party will open the avenue for the country's victory on the 21st of September. He said that their aim is to have a rich country and a beautiful life for everyone. He added that, however, our political opponents slinging mud at us with distorted and false information. He further said that this is the way that their political system, this manifesto, has provided a strong answer for their allegations. He said that our aim is to revitalize the collapsed state and direct in towards an year of renaissance. He added that the entire crisis cannot be solved through temporary and ad hoc solutions. He said that the NPP is ready to accept restructuring the entire system. He said that the party will gradually change this system and step by step realize the proposed rich country and beautiful life for the people.
State Minister Shehan Singh says that the National People's Power has introduced a way for poor country and harsh life as their policy manifesto. He said that many economic policies presented by the President earlier have also been included in the NPP's policy manifesto as well. State Minister Shehan Singh said that they took maximum efforts to collapse the economy during the Aragale period, as they did in the 1971, 88 and 89 periods. They caused difficult periods for people and they wanted to set fire to the parliament. After failing these attempts, 3 parliamentarians of their party attempted to defeat this economic restructuring program. Now that they have also accepted Ranil Wickremesinghe's policies and our government policies, he said that they propose to increase the free income tax limit, and again they say that the tax income is decreased. The State Minister said that by these measures their aim is to again break the economy. According to their proposals, the government will lose 65 billion rupees of income. They don't have alternative measures to increase tax income, and their aim is to destabilize the government's cash flow. He also said that they have further said that they reviewed the IMF program. How can they review that without an alternative program? He also said that this government is already having debt sustainability following proper discussions with the IMF and that they can't disrupt this process. He said that they again talked about transparency in state finance. He said that what they only did is disrupting the government's attempts. They can't abruptly change these policies since all of them have been passed in Parliament under the State Finance Management Bill. He said that the only leader to manage the economy of the country is Ranil Wickremesinghe. It has also been proved through the NPP's policy manifesto. He said that the group that criticized the government policies has approved them through their policy manifesto.
The presidential candidate of the Jana Aragala Sandane, Nuwan Bopage, says that the estate working community should be considered as a national community of this country. He made these comments at a ceremony in Hatton Town yesterday. The policy manifesto of the Jana Aragala Sandane was also launched at this ceremony under the patronage of executive member and the presidential candidate of the party, Nuwan Bopage. Copies of this policy manifesto were presented to the members of the estate community who extended their support to the Jana Aragala. Presidential candidate of the Jana Aragala Sandane, Nuwan Bopage, said that the Jana Aragala Sandane is not an organization that came forward to discuss the problem of the Tamil people and estate workers at a time of election period. He said that the Sandane has strong fraternity with the Tamil people at the arena of struggle. He said that is why the Jana Aragala Sandane stands to secure the rights of the Tamil people. He added that there is a special national problem for the Tamil people in the north. He further said that there is also a problem for the Muslim community, that they are not considered as a national community. He said that the Tamil people living in the estate areas have not yet been considered as a political component of the national level in the country. He said that therefore estate Tamil people should be considered as an entity of the national community.
මේ වැඩපිළිවෙලේ තිබෙන අතිශය රැඩිකල් අතිශය ප්‍රගතිශීලී යෝජනා අතර මා දකින ප්‍රගතිශීලීම තීරණය තමයි මලහෙල් තමිල් ජනතාව මේ රටේ ජාතික ජනකොට්ටාශයක් ලෙස හඳුනාගත යුතුයි කියන කාරණා. අපි
Executive member of the Jana Aragala Sandane, Lahiru Weerasekara, said that we are loyal to the general public. He said that our policies are for the common people. He added that this policy manifesto is not prepared arbitrarily. He further said that this is a result of a long discussion with the various intellectuals. He said that therefore we have taken this historic decision of considering the upcountry Tamil people as an integral part of the national population.
Presidential candidate of the Samaga Janavalavegia, Sajith Premadasa, says that many concessions will be given to revitalize the lives of the farming community. He made these remarks addressing a public rally held in Tamategama town yesterday. This rally has been organized by the Samagi Janasandhaniya to secure the victory of Sajith Premadasa. He said that he has the most powerful and intelligent team to steer the country forward.
විපක්ෂයක්
Presidential candidate of the Samagi Janabalawegi, Sajith Premadasa, said that for the first time, the opposition of this country did a service by the Sakwala, and whose initiatives buses were donated for schools. Suru School initiative benefited many school students and millions worth of medical equipment were donated to hospitals. He added that we were donated more than 1 billion rupees worth of donation to this country. This was done without any patronage or sponsorship of the government. The opposition leader said that he does not need lessons from anyone because we have worked for this country. We will develop this country, and for this he has the best professional team with him. He said that we will render fertilizer for farmers with lowest and affordable prices, and he said that we will render fuel and fertilizer to farmers, obstructing the intervention of middlemen and the black market. We will also provide fuel subsidies for school bus drivers, three-wheel drivers, fishermen through a QR code, he added.
And in more local news, the presidential candidate of the Sarva Jana Balaya party, Dilith Jayavira, says that out of all his candidates fielding nominations for this election, he and his team members are totally different. He made these remarks at a public rally held in Anuradhapura yesterday. The Anuradhapura district public meeting of the Sarva Jana Balaya party was held at the Kandapanaha area. Many party representatives and members were present at this meeting. Presidential candidate of the Sarva Jana Balaya party, Dilith Jayavira, said that there are about 8 million households in Sri Lanka. He said that minimum income of each household should be over 100,000 rupees. He said that our program is to compulsorily confirm this situation. He said that this is not a promise but a possible program. He added that they can say that exactly time periods to implement this program. He said that farmers of the country will be able to implement 3 cultivation seasons per year within 1.5 years. He further said that it would increase their income by 100%.
ආදරණීය ගොවිවරුන්ට කියනවා මේ අනුරාධපුරේ ඉඳලා අපේ උපාය මාර්ගික වැඩිපිළිවෙල තුල වසර එකමාරක් කන්න 3ක් යනකොට ඔබගේ ආදායම දෙගුණයකින් වැඩි වෙනවා කියලා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තහවුරු කරනවා. දැන් අපි
Parliamentarian Vimal Veeravansa said that their economic strategic plan will be implemented in a few days. He said that this is a new trend in Sri Lankan politics. He said that this policy manifesto will be prepared entertaining views and proposals of the general public. He added that the income of the family will be increased by 100,000 rupees within a very short period. He said that other candidates say that they would receive VAT. He said that then the country's income will collapse.
Presidential candidate of Sri Lanka Janatha Vimukthi Peramuna, Namal Rajapaksa, says that war heroes' dignity will be safeguarded under his rule. He made these comments at a public rally held in Duramgasland area. The meeting was held at the Ritigama Weekly Fair premises under the patronage of presidential candidate of Sri Lanka Janatha Vimukthi Peramuna, Namal Rajapaksa. Public representatives of the SLPP party members and others were present at this meeting. State Minister Indra Kanrudda said that there was a conspiracy to destroy the SLPP after seeing the winning momentum of the party from 2015 since its inception. He said that leaders of the SLPP were targeted, their houses were burnt and destroyed. Supporters of the SLPP were intimidated. However, after naming Namal Rajapaksa as the presidential candidate of SLPP, supporters are encouraged and enthusiastic to vote for Namal. Parliamentarian Johnston Fernandez said that when the entire district is going to win, Durangasland electorate too will win and secure a great win by the SLPP.
මේ දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ අනිත් ආසන දිනනකොට තොඩංගස්ලන්ද ආසනයත් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම 21 වෙනිදා ජයග්‍රහණය කරනවා කියලා අපිට දැඩි විශ්වාසයක් තියෙනවා කියලා අපි වෙනද ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා. අපි අවුරුදු 30ක්
Presidential candidate of Sri Lanka Janatha Peramuna, Namal Rajapaksa, said that we had a 30-year-old war, and during that 30 years, many leaders tried to establish peace within various armed factions. Some leaders signed agreements and some tried to fight off the LTT. Namal Rajapaksa stepped forward and defeated the LTT in 3 years and took steps to develop the infrastructure of the country, which eventually resulted in economic growth. He said that we are destined to protect the dignity and respect of our soldiers and their families who sacrificed for securing this country from terrorism.
Nominations have been called for the local government election of the LPT Pradesh Sabha. Now, the relevant returning officer of the Pradesh Sabha has published an announcement in this connection. The relevant special gazette notification was issued on the 21st of this month. Chairman of the Election Commission RMA Ratnayaka said that placing cash deposits for the election will be held from today to 12 noon on the 11th of next month. He further said that accepting nominations will take place until 12 noon of the 9th of next month.
Another set of Sri Lanka Freedom Party activists joined with President Ranil Wickremesinghe to secure his victory at the presidential election. They met the president at the president's political office in Colombo today. Former Kauthura district parliamentarian and former deputy minister Priyangani Abevira, Sri Lanka Freedom Party chief organising Gampaha electorate Praveen Das Bandananka, Sri Lanka Freedom Party chief organising Kolonna electorate Janatha Vimukthi and several other Sri Lanka Freedom Party chief organisers are amongst them. They said that President Ranil Wickremesinghe has saved the collapsed economy during the recent economic downturn. Sri Lanka Freedom Party chief organising Colonna electorate Janatha Vimukthi said that it was President Ranil Wickremesinghe who found solutions to the gas, oil and medicine queues at the time of the economic collapse. He added that people believe that he is capable of solving problems. Sri Lanka Freedom Party chief organising Kauthura electorate Priyangani Abevira said that it is the President Ranil Wickremesinghe who solved major problems of the country during the past 2 years. Sri Lanka Freedom Party Danayaka said that if the current situation changed, the country may again face an economic collapse.
The funeral of the late former minister Rukman Senanayake was held today at the Borella Cemetery. He was a great-grandson of the first Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, D.S. Senanayake. He was also a senior member of the United National Party. His remains were placed at a private funeral parlour in Borella and taken to Borella Cemetery this evening. Former parliamentarians Ruwan Wijewardena and Basantha Senanayake lighted the fire of cremation. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena was also present at this occasion.
The Colombo Magistrates Court imposed a fine of 1,500 rupees each for 2 suspects who have accepted their offence of pasting posters of presidential candidate of the National People's Party, Anrukumar Dissanayake. And now for several more local news items in brief. The 2 suspects have been arrested by Cinnamon Gardens Police. They were produced before the Colombo Chief Magistrate Tilana Gamage. Police said that the suspects were pasting posters violating the presidential election rules in Cinnamon Gardens Police area. Since Mumbai Indian Navy ship arrived at Colombo Harbour this morning for an official tour, this destroyer vessel is 163 meters long and has a staff of 410 Marines. An official meeting between the commander of the vessel, Captain Sandeep Kumar, and commander of the Western Naval Command, Rear Admiral Chintak Kumar Singha, were also convened today. Veteran film director Sugathapala Senrathiyappa passed away yesterday. He has directed many famous films including Hantane Kathawa, Pembaramadu and Induda Malmitak. He was 89 years at the time of his death. The 85th convocation of Peradeniya University was held at the Indo Stadium in university premises under the patronage of Chancellor Professor G.H. Pires. 942 postgraduate degrees and 2,710 first degrees were conferred at this occasion. Foreign news on the other side of this break.
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
taking a look at your foreign news tonight. The foreign media reported that separatist militant attacks on police stations, railway lines and highways in Pakistan's restive province of Balochistan. The authorities asserted that due the attacks, at least 51 people were reported dead.
Armed men blocked a highway in Balochistan, marched passengers off vehicles and shot them after checking their identity cards. The largest of the attacks targeted vehicles from buses to goods trucks on a major highway, with 35 vehicles set ablaze. The Balok Liberation Army, a militant group, has said it was behind the attacks in Balochistan province, Musa Khel district. Furthermore, the Balok Liberation Army stated that its fighters targeted military personnel travelling in civilian clothes who were shot after being identified. But the Pakistan's Interior Ministry said that the dead were innocent citizens. Over the past 24 hours, the Balok Liberation Army has launched a series of attacks.
Cabinet has been set up by the Sao Paulo state government to deal with wildfires which have put 30 Brazilian cities on alert. Soaring temperatures and low humidity are stoking dangerous fire conditions in the state, which has endured a prolonged drought. The authorities asserted that flames have killed 2 people and smoke has disrupted traffic on a dozen highways, while the capital, Sao Paulo, is shrouded in a grey haze. Fire spread through southeastern Brazil, and the Sao Paulo governor Tarcísio de Freitas announced a state of emergency in 45 municipalities. He also said that 2 people suspected of starting fire have been arrested.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
And in your sports news tonight, Swedish athlete Armand Duplantis has renewed the world record for pole vault men's event for the 10th occasion.
Now, he achieved this feat at the Silesia stage at the Diamond League Athletic Tournament. His new record is a height of 6.26 meters. Earlier, he renewed this world record at the Paris Olympics recently. It is significant that he has been able to renew it again within a short period of time. He has achieved this 3 times at short intervals recently.
And he's gone higher again today. That is tremendous from Duplantis. What a competitor, what a guy. He made us wait for it so often. It's on the 3rd attempt. It was the 2nd time today. He was nowhere near with the 1st attempt, but that was so special from Duplantis.
2 world records on the night.
Meanwhile, Norway athlete Jacob Ingebrigtsen set a new world record at the 3,000 meters men's running event. It is significant that he broke this record after 28 years. His recording time is 7 minutes and 17.55 seconds. He was the Olympic gold medal winner at this event as well. He broke the record of Kenyan athlete Daniel Normain, set up in 1996. Ethiopian athletes secured both silver and bronze medals at this event.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
And that was a look at your news here at Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation. I am Siobhan Pereira together with Kasumi Balachandra Adhikari. Wish you a pleasant week ahead. Take care.
Good night.